Onto the tee at the second hole, worth $50,000 now, and our TrackMan technology with us here. Club head speed, ball speed, carry distance. It'll show us all of that. And as Stephen Ames gets up to address the ball, we'll give you a split screen look.
Stephen Ames will be his actual swing on the left, and we'll see the trajectory of the tee shot on the right.
Oh, it's the same story as the first hole. Look out right.
Well right.
Yeah, way right.
Oh. And a bit of trouble for Ames. Mickelson next, the longest hitter of these four.
Hole really sets up nicely for Phil in his cut. That's exactly what he's done. Right down the middle.
Thanks.
Perfect. And now KJ set to go. Normally wouldn't have the same club head speed or carry distance as Phil Mickelson.
He's about 5 or 6 miles an hour slower. He works the ball from right to left normally. Club head speed of 110 miles an hour, ball speed 162. And he carried it 264 yards. That is just about the tour average.
And Rocco now, and that ratio is important too, right?
It's not only the club head speed, but how solidly you hit the ball, which creates that distance. Rocco will hit the ball right to left as he usually does. 109 miles an hour.
Yeah, I just went to the draw.
161.
I went to right to left.
261 yards of carry.
And let's take a look right now at our golf track presented by Prudential. Let Prudential be your rock for retirement.
Fantastic. How's the weather over there?
And here are the 4 tee shots crossing each other. Rocco out in trouble on the left. He'll have some tree trouble. The other 3 players in the fairway. Mickelson with the longest drive, over 300 yards.
Technological advances continue to have a major effect on the game of golf. One of the products currently making a splash is TrackMan.
I think the majority of the players, probably almost 100% of us, do use the TrackMan and that technology to help us in deciding what shaft and what head driver and what ball to play with.
TrackMan is a Doppler radar-based system that measures the club head's movement, the impact between the club and the ball, and the resulting ball flight from launch until landing. Players not only use TrackMan data to enhance practice sessions and for tournament preparations, but for club fitting as well. Stephen Ames has just recently begun using TrackMan to help improve his game.
To some extent, we're all looking for an extra 10 or 20 yards off the tee, and the majority of the clubs that we tend to see most of the spin off of is the driver. And I have used it in the past. It helped me with deciding from the square head driver that Nike has to the 5,000 head that they have. And I changed this year because of that reason, that the ball was spinning too much with the square head.
Phil Mickelson used TrackMan to help select his current driver.
I use it more for my equipment. I try to get my driver specifically to have the optimum launch and spin rate, so that allows me the maximum distance and control, and match it up to my golf ball. So if the spin rate of my ball changes, I have to do something different with my driver.
By having a driver that allows Mickelson to generate more club head speed yet produce less spin than the average tour player, he's able to carry his driver longer than his competition. With an average of 300 yards off the tee on Saturday, Mickelson was the longest driver of our 4 competitors.
Well, let's take a look at the 12th hole through Golf Track, and you see the different angles these players played. All the players going from right to left, media the most. Look at the different spin rates. Phil with 4,700 revolutions, so more spin. He was hitting a utility club, which was going to put more spin on it. The other players hitting 3 woods. All the players left off of this tee.
And Phil definitely has the length to get there. We could see an eagle here.
Well, the key is that you just have to have it in the fairway. I mean, you've got to have yourself where you've got a shot. Length will not be a problem here. Now, in the Pro-Am, there is a player an amateur that drove it down there just about where Phil did, down in 325 yards off the tee.
Really?
I believe he won the long drive. Who was that guy, Terry Cannon?
I'm not sure.
You hit a bomb on that hole, didn't you?
Was that on the news reports here?
Oh, I've got my sources out there.
Randy gave him too much club off the tee because he's only going to play a 9-iron. 163 yards.